Hi, I'm Nancy Gardner. Welcome to this Taste of Tai Chi. Before we begin, let's practice an exercise that will get us grounded and loosen up our bodies. Our feet are about hip distance apart. The movement happens through bending at the knees, allowing your arms to be nice and loose, ragdoll loose, like ropes hanging at your sides. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, you can just lift and drop your shoulders, still allowing those arms to be nice and loose. This is a Qigong exercise called shaking. We get the most benefits from this practice when we are being very childlike and playful, smiling, and always breathing. This movement can help to open blockages to energy flow. And it's a good preparation for our Tai Chi practice. Now, stop and notice how you feel. Maybe there's a tingling or a buzzing, or not. Moving into the footwork of our Tai Chi form, we start with feet together. We open to our left, about hip distance, and bend the knees. We turn to the left, then turn back to the front, and make that left foot light. You'll notice I turned my heel in just a little bit while I put all the weight on the back leg. Now you will step to your left with your heel, toes hooked inward. The foot goes flat, both knees are bent, and then my weight shifts forward and I push the back heel back, allowing my hips to come forward. Let's go back and forth with that. Close your left foot to the front, keep your knees bent, put all the weight on the left, pivot on your right toes, then step to your right. The heel touches, foot goes flat. As the weight shifts forward, I push that left heel back. Eventually, this will be like the waves of the ocean, or like the waves of Lake Huron behind me. Close the right, shift to the right and pivot, step left, foot flat, shift forward, push the back heel back. Close, shift, pivot, step out. Close, shift, pivot, step out. One more time. Close, shift, pivot, step out. Then come back to the center, bring that left foot back in, and stand. That whole time, knees will stay bent. And again, eventually, this will feel like a nice flowing movement. The first movement pattern of this form is called parting the wild horse's mane. It begins with a movement that is like following a waterfall. For now, just the arms. Let your knees be soft. Let the backs of the hands float up the waterfalls, the fronts of the hands down, and let your knees bend. Backs of the hands up the waterfalls, roll your shoulders back, fronts down. Breathing in as you go up, out as you come down. In as you go up, out as you come down. Now, just your left arm, let it go up and float down, up, float down. Now this time, up, and then pause part way. Scoop with that hand below the navel, and you'll see I'm turning from the waist, across the face, making an arc, and then it makes the top of a ball. Cross your belly, cross your face, make the top of a ball. One more time, cross your belly, cross your face, top of the ball. Then relax that one. And let's do the same thing with the right arm. Let it float up and then all the way down. Float up and down. Now this time, up, and we stop it part way, and then scoop. Cross your belly, cross your face, making an arc, and then create the top of a ball. Cross your belly, cross your face, top of the ball. One more time. Cross your belly, cross your face, top of the ball. Now, we'll do both arms at the same time. We lift, bend your elbows, hands or palms out. Make a ball on your left hand is on top. The right one comes up, the left one scoops. I turn from the waist, ball is on the right hand on top. Going back and forth, left one up, right one scoops, turn from your waist, right one up, left one scoops, turn from the waist. Let's do that a few more times. Remember to keep breathing, smiling, turning from your waist. Now we'll stop with the ball on the right hand on top. The movement, this parting the wild horse's mane, happens when we take the top hand down, almost touch, and then let the bottom hand, your left hand, go out, and the arms separate. Then create a ball on your left hand on top. The left hand comes down, almost touch, and then the right arm goes out. Let's repeat that. Bottom hand comes under, top hand comes down, bottom arm goes out. New ball, hand comes close and separate. A little like scissors opening. New ball, almost touch, separate. New ball, almost touch, separate. Now, let's come back to center, bring our feet back together, and we'll put those movements together. Open left, lift arms, bend your elbows and knees, make a ball on your left hand is on top, the right one comes up, and here's where I put all my weight on the right, pivot, so this foot is nice and light, so I make a ball. It's called a cat stance. I step with the heel. When the foot goes flat, my hands almost touch, the weight shifts forward, they separate, and I want to push that back heel back. Close, shift, pivot, bottom hand comes under, then step. When the foot goes flat, the hands almost touch, shift forward, kick the back heel back. Close, shift, pivot, new ball, step, almost touch, separate. close, shift, pivot, new ball, step, almost touch, separate. Close, shift, pivot, new ball, step, almost touch, separate. Close, shift, pivot, new ball, step, almost touch, separate. When that gets comfortable, you can add the breathing. We breathe in as we make the ball. We breathe out as we step out. Close, shift, breathe in, step, breathe out. Shift, breathe in, step, breathe out. Shift. Now, the next movement pattern is described by what we're doing. We step, the palms touch. We call this push. Then we reach up with the outer hand, pull. So now I'm shifting my weight back and forth, back to the waves of the lake here. Turn this hand in, and now I'm at my wrist. Press. Split, uncross, roll back, drop your shoulders a bit, and we call this uproot. Close that front foot, pivot and shift your weight, new ball. Step, when the foot goes flat, that's when the palms touch, and the movements, push, reach up, pull. Turn that hand back in, press your wrist, split, uncross, roll back, drop your shoulders, uproot. Close, shift, new ball, step, palms touch, push, pull, press, split, roll back, uproot. One more time. New ball, step, palms touch, push, pull, press, split, roll back, uproot. Then for closure, we can bring the hands down, bend the knees a bit, and then come on back up. Drop the hands, bring that left foot back, and then as we press down, we can stand and relax, arms by our sides. I hope you enjoyed this little taste of Tai Chi.